Oh, hi there. I was just using my iPhone 16 Pro Max. And yes, I do believe whenever the iPhone 18 Pro Max comes out, this is the best value iPhone you can buy. And to prove that, I've switched back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max over the last week from my iPhone 17 Pro. And it was very, very important for me to test out this iPhone with the iOS 27 beta for a while now. And I do believe that with that, I'm pretty much sure this will be the best iPhone to buy for one simple reason, in my opinion: the titanium frame and the Pro badge. This was the last Pro iPhone to have the titanium body and having all of the Pro features. And that's for me the biggest thing about having an iPhone: feeling good in the hand, feeling premium, and being super, super powerful. And having the Pro iPhone for me was always non-negotiable. But getting rid of titanium on a Pro iPhone, in my opinion, was a deal breaker. So the only iPhone I can barely use right now using the Pro iPhone is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the most powerful titanium iPhone you can buy. And that's, for me, at least, the main reason I switched back for this iPhone. Obviously, I also love the big 6.9-inch display instead of the 6.7-inch display on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which does give you most of the things that the iPhone 16 Pro Max does. But I think that this beautiful desert titanium color and this super big and bright display make the biggest reasons for me to choose the 16 Pro Max over the 15 Pro Max in 2026. This iPhone will be even cheaper whenever the iPhone 18 Pro Max comes out, and so I do believe it's a nice thing to have, a nice addition for the price to be lower. But the main reason for me to switch back for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, that titanium body, that caseless feel that I love on this iPhone, that beautiful desert titanium look. Obviously, you can disagree with me. Obviously, you can prefer the aluminum body because, again, there are some drawbacks when choosing the iPhone 16 Pro Max and other titanium iPhones. They overheat a lot, especially with this iOS 27 public beta that I'm on right now. This iPhone does overheat and you feel it in your hand. And the battery is not the best. Right now, I think that this iPhone is almost 2 years old. I bought it when it was new, and I think it has around 89% of battery health. It's 93, so I don't know if you can tell right there, but 93%. It's not bad, it's great actually, but it has 366 cycles. This is average, I would say. Right now it has 49% and it's almost 10 minutes past 4 p.m. as you can see right here. So it's not a bad iPhone. I mean, it's not a bad battery, but it does overheat a lot, especially on this beach time that I have right now in the summer. You do notice that this iPhone overheats, and that's an issue if you want your battery health to last long term. So with these newer aluminum bodies, with this newer iPhone 17 Pro, 18 Pro with aluminum bodies, they do get much cooler. They do overheat way less, and they perform much better, especially with the display brightness outside. Although this iPhone has a 2000 nits peak brightness display whenever it's outdoors, because of the overheating issue, it gets way dimmer, while the iPhone 17 Pro doesn't. It gets full brightness outside, no issues. The second reason that I switched is the durability of the iPhone. The 16 Pro Max is a much durable iPhone than the iPhone 17 Pro. Trust me guys, I've dropped this iPhone from tough places and it's still currently almost brand new with its titanium body. While with the iPhone 17 Pro, with almost no drops, with almost no issues, it's scratched, it's dinged, and it's not brand new. So this is a 1 year newer iPhone and it looks older. And that's because of the aluminum body. Yes, but I think the materials in general are not as really well built as the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I think Apple chipped out on the iPhone 17 Pro because I had my entire body switched on the iPhone 17 Pro by Apple. Apple offered me a completely new iPhone middle through the cycle, I think it was 3 months ago, because the buttons on the iPhone 17 Pro started sticking. Yes, all of them. The unlock button, the volume up, down buttons, the action button, all of the buttons started to stick on my iPhone. And I went to Apple, complained, they gave me a completely new iPhone. Still, does it happen now? I haven't noticed yet. It's only right now on its 3rd month of use, but I'm very, very careful with it right now. Always using a case. While with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I never wore a case, never, and it's a beast. It's completely a beast. It has some tiny dings and scratches on the titanium frame because I've dropped it everywhere. Concrete, my car, out of tall places, beach, sand. Very, very tough life this iPhone had, and it's still a tank. That's why I love the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Impossible to break. If you talk about displays though, that's a different story. This ceramic shield on the 16 Pro Max is much worse than on the iPhone 17 Pro. Apple improved a lot on the scratch resistance of this iPhone. This display has a ton of scratches, while my iPhone 17 Pro has none. And that's probably the worst thing about switching back for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This display does have big scratches. You do notice it with a screen protector on, but what you can do. I really enjoy the titanium frame, so I can almost accept anything. As for the performance of this iPhone 16 Pro Max, it does feature the A18 Pro chip. This is the same chip present on the MacBook Neo, so I wouldn't say that this 18 Pro chip it's bad. It's actually very, very powerful. I've been editing iPhone Reels, I've been editing Tech Talks here, no issues exporting 4K footage, no issues playing games, using social media. The only thing that I noticed with the performance of this iPhone is again the overheating, which is the overarching title, the overarching problem with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Overheating. It does overheat way more than the most recent iPhone 17 Pro, which was my older iPhone, and I did notice that. But I think that the overall premium feel in the hand, the overall weight feels, the super bright 6.9-inch OLED display coupled with the titanium frame, I do enjoy it a lot. And let's be honest, this older camera design on the back, the camera bump design, is much better. The newer iPhone 17 Pro looks big, looks obnoxious, and I still don't think it was the best option for Apple to do so. I think these older designs are cleaner and more beautiful. These older titanium colors were also insane. This anodization process on the sides, the way it feels, the way you can touch it and feels almost like jewelry, this is what I missed from my iPhone. And my iPhone 17 Pro did not fill these gaps. And that was the main reason for me to switch. And finally, the cameras. Do I miss having the iPhone 17 Pro camera system? No. No, I haven't. The differences between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 17 Pro camera system are very, very small. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has a 40 megapixel main camera, a 40 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 12 megapixel telephoto. While the iPhone 17 Pro has the exact same 40 megapixel main camera, the same exact 40 megapixel ultra-wide camera, but the biggest difference is that 40 megapixel telephoto. This has a 4x 40 megapixel telephoto that can crop in 2 times and get 8x optical zoom on that telephoto lens. And that probably is the biggest difference, because you can shoot 24 megapixel photos with your telephoto lens, while with the iPhone 16 Pro Max you can only shoot 12 megapixel photos. Is it that big of a difference? Yes, in some scenarios, specifically on low light photos, the telephoto on the iPhone 17 Pro is much better compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But that's a very, very niche scenario. For me, which I enjoy to take lots of portraits, this is a big deal, but still, I don't think it's a deal breaker. But for you, if you don't really care about the telephoto lens, which most people don't, then nobody will notice the difference. Obviously, having a sharper telephoto lens means sharper zoom photos, means sharper video, specifically with that lens, and means a lot better low-light photography. But if you can get through that, having the better materials, having the more premium feel and design, that's why I went back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Not because the 17 Pro is worse, not because the 17 Pro is not better. No, this is objectively a better iPhone, objectively a better camera system, but it's not that much better. And I missed the titanium frames. I missed the premium feeling in the hand. I missed the weight. I missed the feel, the look that the iPhone 16 Pro Max had. And that was the reason for me to go back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. That huge 6.9-inch OLED display, that amazing titanium body, that beautiful desert titanium color, that made me go back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max for my iPhone 17 Pro. Although this was not a bad iPhone, although I really enjoyed using it, I missed a lot of things, specifically the premium feeling in the hand and specifically having titanium. The aluminum body is not bad at all, but it does feel cheap. It does feel like a cheap iPhone, and I don't like that. I paid $1,200 for this iPhone, and although I enjoyed a lot that orange color in the first months, now I'm kind of tired of it. Even though I still have both iPhones with me, I use the iPhone 16 Pro Max specifically right now because I'm also testing the iOS 27 public beta. You can check that video out, my review. But in the event that I hadn't installed iOS 27 public beta here, I would be still using this iPhone. I much prefer the bigger display and specifically the titanium body that I just talked about several times in this video. That was the main reason for me to switch. Both iPhones have USB-C, both iPhones have around the same speaker system, both iPhones share the same battery life. Although the iPhone 16 Pro Max, because it's a Pro iPhone, has improved a lot in terms of battery compared to the 17 Pro. The biggest difference though with the iPhone 17 Pro that I noticed going back for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is that front camera. yes, this front camera is so much better on the iPhone 17 Pro. I mean, it has this new mode that you can be recording in this vertical position, recording in landscape. You can zoom in, zoom out, tracking you. This is essentially a center stage camera, and that's really, really cool. If you love using your front camera for selfies, shooting Instagram stories, this has a much better camera, and definitely worth the upgrade if you simply do that with your iPhone. If that's your main focus with your phone, shooting front-facing video for you to see the screen, for you to see the footage, this is a big upgrade, guys. So it might be worth it for you. For me, it isn't. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Would you switch back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max from the iPhone 17 Pro? Let me know all of that on the comments down below. While you're there, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.